What's up, guys? Mike Pattern Traders. It is Sunday, August 15th. Quick update on BTC. I'm not gonna make the video long and talk about oscillators, but things are starting to look a little bit overextended. I will not recommend any new longs, personally speaking, until we get a decent retracement. Whatever poke up we get, in my eyes, is gonna be short worthy, scalp short rather. We have John posted some bear dates for us. I'll put it up here. So we have August 16th to the 18th is bear, which will lead into a long opportunity for us to re-ride back up. So whatever dump we get, I'm gonna long it pretty hard. I'm gonna do altcoins and I'm gonna do the majors. Currently, right now, what I'm looking at is open up your high low. Monday high, weekly open, Monday low. The green is daily open. Very important to have daily open on your screen so you can see if we are above or below the daily open. So structurally speaking, we did break down on the lower time frame, which indicates that we have a potential bearish trend going on for the sub 4-hour time frame. Am I worried yet? I'm not at all, because I don't think a high could ever be put in on a weekday. So tomorrow is Monday. I'm assuming that New York on the 16th would try to pump us up, fill their shorts, and then we could all start trickling down. Now, does this mean that we're gonna fucking go from 48,000 down to 35? No. This is gonna be like a micro dump. And what I mean by micro dump, I don't think we're gonna break $39,000 anytime soon. So I'm still playing with this structure over here. Where 40, where's the bottom over here? 42 should be the absolute floor, right, for the structure. But if we deviate the 42K structure, then most definitely I'm having some heavy bids at this over here, which is going to be my long zone. This is my real long zone. Extend to the right, down here. I'll explain to you why in a little bit. Make sense? Between 39.8 and 41.2. This is my actual long zone. If we break out of this structure, which could easily just deviate, for example, if we go up and then we come back down and then just deviate and come back into the old Monday range. Whatever we do, guys, I want you to label the Monday high and Monday low of this week and stick it and keep it on your charts. It's very important. Even when we make a new range, a new Monday range tomorrow, I want you to still have this range on your charts. It's the most important range. Why? Because this is the actual range that led to the breakout. Okay? So I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Monday high, Monday low. Okay? Go turn everything else off. Go to the lower time frame to be able to see it a bit easier. So you got Monday high, current Monday high. Okay? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened. Current Monday low, and then we have our previous, which is down here. These are the only two Monday ranges that are important, and I want you to label them and color coordinate them so they're on your charts. Okay, this is the previous Monday high, and this is your previous Monday low. I'll explain to you in 2 seconds why this is important. Previous Monday low. Excuse me. So this consolidation down here in end of July, where the monthly close was, I think the monthly open is somewhere down here. Let me see. Monthly open. Where is this shit? Right there. Perfect. I want you to label the monthly open as well. That's going to be an important factor. You do not really want to be under this for a weekly close. Monthly open. I'm telling you right now. You do not want to be under this for a weekly close. That's fucking bearish if that happens. Just be very careful with that. So monthly open, I'm sorry. I'll make it red. Close this shit. Okay, so now what do you have here, guys? You have your previous Monday high, your previous Monday low in this range over here. And then you have, which is very important for us, but we're not there yet. So this could be neglected for the time being, right? This could be neglected. Now we're working with this current range, this Monday range, which is very important, right? Let's make this green because it's current, and let's make this blue because our Monday range is always blue. Monday high, and then Monday low. So I already spent 4 fucking minutes addressing the chart. Sorry about that, guys. I'm killing the video. All right, so we're playing with this structure over here. Get a trend line. Even though I don't use trend lines, just bear with me and just do what I tell you. So the trend line's gonna start from the bottom of you. Get a trend line and put it somewhere, anywhere you want. You want to put it over here. You want to put it over here. It doesn't really matter. Just put a trend line over here, and then get rid of all the green, and then get rid of all the gray. And now open up your VWAPs. This is the most important part. I want you to open up your VWAPs to the previous day, previous weekly, previous monthly, and you could use your quarterly, but even though since we already bounced off it right here, let me show you guys this. You see how you bounced off the quarterly, which is green? You could still use it, but to me, we already used it. It's fine. It worked. I gotta change the color to this trend line because it's gonna bother me. Make this black and make this dashed. Okay, cool. This is what you're playing with, guys. This is it. This is exactly what we're working with. So the black ones are previous dailies. The gold ones are previous weeklies. The blue ones are previous monthlies. Let's get rid of the previous monthly because we don't need it right now. It's too far away. So where is the most recent previous weekly that has not been tapped? Okay, we got an amazing long opportunity if it comes down here to $39,000, which I'm pretty sure. I also want you to open up daily opens, guys. Open up daily open, daily open, daily open, which is going to be neon green. Okay, perfect. This down here, in my eyes, is going to be a fucking beautiful long opportunity when it comes $38,000 to $39,000. We're not even here yet. We're not talking about this yet, but I want you to mark it on the chart. It's going to get filled, okay? Now, in the interim, meaning like the upcoming week, I'm expecting us to daily open. Okay, perfect. I'm expecting us to definitely fill these down here. Daily open is around 44.3, and the previous daily VWAP is 44.8. This, in my eyes, is definitely getting filled. The way we filled this over here, see this gap over here, this between these two? See how we filled it over here? I'm expecting the same thing to happen on this end over here. And then drag this across. So what do I think will happen come Tuesday, Wednesday? Well, I'm hoping we'll do something like this. We get above this, deviate. Once you come back in here, you're gonna short this because I'm shorting this right here. I'm shorting this hard. I'm gonna probably do like a 2.5 BTC short. And the reason why I'm gonna go a little harder than normal, because usually I only do 1.5s or 1s. I don't really go heavy anymore on leverage. I don't need it. I have the spot account. So the reason why I'm gonna go a little bit harder on this end, because John gave us confluence that we're gonna be bearish for the next 2 days. As long as he tells me we're bearish, I trust him. He's never done me wrong before. His algo, for whatever reason, more often than not, is correct. Obviously, nothing is 100%, guys, but it has a decent success rate, right? Whatever, anything could happen. But I have trust in his algorithm. So I'm gonna short this if we can get the nice little poke up by New York. Usually, the weekend does not put in a high and a low. If history repeats itself, New York should pump us up. They're gonna fill the shorts. We're gonna wait for a break in structure. What do I mean by a break in structure, guys? Well, I'm talking about a break in structure, something along the lines of you put a line over here, make this like, I don't fucking know, make this like a little bit of a ready right there, something like this, where if you go up, once you break back under here and you retest this, you want to short this. And when you short this, you're gonna probably do something along the lines of this, put your stop above this, and your first target will be the fill. It will be the fill right here. Oh, we're missing something. What are we missing, guys? Weekly open. Where's the freaking weekly open? Weekly open. There we go. Weekly open. This is important, guys. This is important. I forgot to put this on the chart. I apologize. Weekly open. Weekly. I hope this video helps you guys this upcoming week. I want you guys to make some monies. Okay, so first target, if we do happen to break down after we deviate the top and we get back in here. Listen, guys, we might not even get this move up. We could just get weekly open might open, get a poke up sometime during London or New York session and die from here. At that point, it is what it is. I'm not going to get filled. But I'm not in, I closed my shorts. I was in a 50% short. Then I went into break even. Then I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to, it was like a $750 profit left over. So I took that as well. After I took the original freaking $1,500 profit that I had. So it doesn't make sense for me to leave profit on the table if I'm not sure if we're going to get a poke up, you know. So what am I doing right now? I'm completely out. I'm completely net long in spot. My leverage longs are still open from 29,000 and 44K I have only 25% open at the $44,000 range, and ideally what I want to see is a poke up by New York, come back, break under this wick, short this. I want to target, my first target will be here. Ideally you want to target weekly open because these lows need to get taken, these lows, but I'm going to play it safe. Let's see my first target over here, 44.4, 44.8, around there. And then TP2, which is very important because TP2 is going to actually depict if we are trend bear, meaning like we're going to probably bear for like 3-4 days, 5 days to a week, or if we're just basically creating a micro higher low within the next 24 hours. I personally think we're going to be trend bearing for at least like 5 days. So I'm going to hold on to this short. I'm going to take roughly about like 50% off over here. Put the rest break even to stop losses to break even. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing. You don't have to follow me. And then after that, I'm targeting down here. These lows. I want to see Monday low get swept. I can't see how these were left untapped. Like, this fucking doesn't make any sense to me. I want to see Monday low get swept, something along the lines like this, and then carry it back on. Now, what happens if we don't deviate Monday low and we break under Monday low? At that point, we're fucked. We're not really fucked, but we're going to be fucked. What does that mean? That means that we're going to go for the monthly open and the weekly VWAP right here at 40,900 and 41.4, which is the cluster that I want to really long hard. So my spot bids, I'm going to leverage long this over here, but my spot bids for me to go pretty heavy on longs again is right here. This is my long spot. I told you this already before. This is my long zone, and I'm going to write it for you guys so you guys understand. Long zone for my spot. I'm going to long this pretty hard. If we do happen to dip a little bit under that, which is fine, I don't care. It's spot. I can manage to freaking go underwater a little bit. I'm not going to sit here and cry about it. It doesn't really bother me. It's down here. Right here. This. Right there. Okay, so these are my two areas of interest. We have my main bids and then my secondary. If we do happen to go down, I'm going to DCA in the gray box. Green box, longing hard. Gray box, DCAing. First target for my short is going to be over here. Second target for my short is Monday low, the deviation, in hopes that this actually deviates and we go back up for another retest. This deviates over here and then goes back into Monday low, and then we could actually say, all right, if we do happen to get back above weekly open, then we could target this right here. Right there. That'd be your first target. $45,000, right? So let's do this one more time so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. If we do happen to break down, I'm targeting TP1 is green. TP1 is green. Okay? And then TP2 is in here. Can I even write in this shit? I can't even write in this fucking thing. Whatever. TP2 will be something in here. Let's get rid of this. Come on, man. Right here. It's going to be TP2. I'm going to change the color so I can make it a lot neater for you guys. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? You guys want like this color? Let's make it this color. Okay, TP1, TP2 for my short, and then I'm gonna flip long with leverage. I'm not gonna flip long with spot yet because I'm already exposed to spot, so I don't really need them more exposure. I don't know about the stop loss. I'm probably gonna do like a 2% stop loss. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. Either a 2 or 1 point something % stop loss. Like I have to see how the oscillators look, how risky it is, and then I'm gonna target $45,000 as a scalp back up. Now, if we cannot get above 45K, and we somehow do like a deviation, reclaim, get above weekly, right? Get above weekly, and go back up and reject here and come back down. If weekly breaks under, at that point we're fucked. We're gonna definitely go down here, guys. So the biggest test is when we do happen to reject that $45,000 and we come back and retest weekly, we better hold for us to be able to go back up. Otherwise, we're fucked. Okay? That's how I'm playing it. I'm going to leave this chart for the time being. Oh, there's also one more thing I want to show you guys. On the 1 hour. This looks like it could potentially be a nice little wedgie in hopes that it doesn't break down. See this? So I'm hoping that this wedge breaks up. Monday, we get a nice little deviation. Come back, retest it, die. Short 1, short 2, and take Monday low, sweep that shit, deviate, come back up, target 45,000. Hopefully weekly open holds and then goes back up. Otherwise, my friends, if this gets rejected, weekly open breaks, come back down, and we're going to end up getting long here and getting long here. Very simple strategy. I mean, I don't like complicating things. You know me. I only long when there's VWAPs. I only short when there's VWAPs. I don't really do anything other than VWAPs. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. You can start throwing some Fibonacci levels on this. I don't care for them yet. So let's move on. Now, what do we have over here? So we have, okay, this is a macro. Now, this will be the ideal macro long. What do I mean by macro long? I'm talking about fucking high time frame long. I can't see this happening yet. There's 34,000. I think 34,000 is probably going to come from up here. Right here. So I still think that somehow we're going to find a way to get back up here and then come back down to 34,000. This is what I think will take place. So this way, this whole void gets filled before making a decision to break up or to break down. I still think we're going to break up. But anyway, this is how I'm playing the macro. I want you guys to understand that my 34 to 35K target is still valid if we do happen to get a high time frame retest on the oscillators. Most important level that we need to watch is $36,000. If we happen to lose 36K, then yeah, we're going to probably come down to 34, fill this whole insufficiency, hit the fucking VWAPs, and then start the bull run. Not even start the bull run, consolidate, break up first, consolidate, range for a little bit, altcoins are going to run, then break up. You're not going to you're not going to do this and go back up, right? This right here is not going to happen. It's probably going to be one of those V bottom reversals, quick up, and then consolidate, then go up, right? You're not going to just get a fucking V straight, sharp movement to the top side. Okay, done. Now, let me show you oscillators real quick. Let's make a copy, it's fine. Delete everything. We don't need all this. We don't need any of this. We don't need any of this. One more thing I want to show you guys about the signals, man. All right, so I want you to put the Heiken on. See, I use the Heiken when I'm playing like reversals because the Heikens are gonna catch it better than the actual ones, the actual regular signals. I'm not telling you to use them all the time, but on high time frame, they're fucking accurate as fuck, man. All right, so like a 2-day signal is pretty freaking accurate. It's pretty solid. You know, I don't really go against it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, what does that mean? It means that when you see a 2-day freaking sell signal, you have to start being a little cautious with your longs. Oscillator wise, I'm getting rid of this. I'm gonna put everything back to the way it was, the way you guys have it, so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. The 2-day trend is officially bear. We got a 3-top pattern on the DMX. Everything is pointing to down. Be very careful, man. I'm not saying we're gonna die, but it's gonna be a decent enough move to the downside that people are gonna be surprised. At the end of the day, it's gonna be a long opportunity. So don't get confused. It's going to be a long opportunity that's gonna come to us. The most important thing for you to know is, hold on, let me show you. Let me get rid of the signals. Let me get rid of this too. One, just watch this real quick. 2. Okay, the most important thing for you to understand is that you don't want to, if you're bullish, you don't want to get back into these blue lines. You do not want to get back into these blue lines at all. You want to basically sweep these lows, sweep this, and sweep that, and that's it, and carry back on. So that once you get back to this area down here, let me make this a different color so you guys don't get confused. Right here. Once you get back to this line, let's make this the red line. Once you get back to the red line, you get a bounce. So something on the lines of this and then up. You do not want to be under this blue line if you're bullish. Now, if you do happen to get down to the blue line, you better hope that it's a fucking wick and you get back up if you're bullish. Fill this candle over here, this insufficiency, tap this order block, and go back up if you're bullish. It's just a mere fact that you do not want to spend time down here. See, you have everything you need to bounce. And if you don't use this fuel to bounce, it's going to be pretty bearish, man. There's a lot of fucking fuel here, man. A lot of fuel in this area. There's 40 to $41,000. A lot of fuel here. A mitigation block is also right here. So it'll be beautiful if you do happen to get a dump. Wick, candle close above, long, and carry on, you know. Anyway, go back to the oscillators real quick. I'm gonna show you guys something. All right, so everything is pointed to down, right? 10-hour daily trend is red. It's pretty bad. RSX is red too. Did we cross yet? Ooh, the daily crossed as well. So that's a little bit. You gotta be cautious on that. You can't really assume that that's not. You can't ignore that pretty much, right? But the MSTX trend is still bullish, and I value this more than everything, right? It's still bullish. So usually what happens is this has to come up here to reject. I mean, yeah, it could reject in the middle of nowhere, but it's less probability, right? Let me show you guys something. If you don't have the MSTX, you could just stop watching this. Okay, so this is your trend line. See how every time we go up and we break above the 50 zone, you don't really stop, right? You don't really stop. You understand? Now we did have an instance where we did happen to get rejected here, we got rejected here, but let me show you this. What was it? Was this one I saw? Yeah, signal line. All right, let's put on this too. Okay, so look where the signal line was. Signal got rejected here, signal got rejected here, while the trend was down here. The signal didn't even turn yet. So I think that this is going to eventually turn, come down, use this as a bounce, go back up, and then do something like this. And then this is going to be your main short, like your main short, where it's going to give us like a fucking, I don't know, 30% or 40% dump. Like, I'm being serious. This is a daily time frame. This isn't a 4 hour. So whatever short we get in the upcoming, like maybe 5 weeks, it will be fucking serious in my eyes. I'm just mapping it for you guys to show you how serious it's going to be when this trend line does something like this, or like this, or like this, right? But you need to understand that if you just simply just zoom out and use these two lines, you can understand or visually see that trend is on your side or trend is against you. So I'd be very cautious with the upcoming dump, and I still value the fact that we're probably going to go somewhere up here, $52,000 to $55,000, before any like significant fucking dump takes place. So that's my 2 cents on BTC. On the lower time frame, the oscillators all look fucking cooked. As you can tell, if you've been in Discord long enough, you understand that this is a bearish pattern. This is also a bearish pattern. And now if you combine them both, what does that fucking equate to? That equates to a 2 top fucking bearish pattern. So if you have 1 top and then you have 2 tops, what usually happens? You fucking die, dude. Like, you get a decent sized dump, at least a fucking 15% dump. Guys, I'm sorry that I keep cursing. It's just that I had a pretty tough morning. I apologize. Where does 15% take you? Yeah, low 40s, give or take. So target between 40,000 and 41K. This is a 2 top pattern. It's very visible. I mean, if you can't see this, that means that I'm not doing my job teaching you guys about patterns. This is a 2 top pattern. When you have 1 pattern that's bearish, 2 patterns are bearish, and a little bridge in between, this is a 2 top pattern. This dies. Be careful. So whatever, hopefully we get a poke up, we could short the living shit out of this, and then we can sit here and target low 40s, 40 to 42K. I don't know yet. I got to see where we close the weekly at. All right, now that's a 4 hour time frame, by the way. So weigh it. You know, it's not a 12 hour. See, 12 hours still didn't even complete its first top. This could still do this, and not be your main pattern top, which will be a massive dump, right? Daily, I already spoke to you guys about the daily. We're nowhere near being bear in the daily. You always want the trend line, the blue line, to be above the signal line. The way it was over here, the way it's 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 over here, over here. Yeah. So once you cross over it, you're officially bull territory. And then once you cross over the 50, you're like bull trending. And until this blue line gets to the top, this little blue line gets to the top over here, and this crosses down, you're fucking bullish, man. Dips are for buying. So if on the daily time frame you see this signal line crossing down and this trend line crossing up, you are bearish. Short the next retest. Short the retest. This is your retest. Short it when it comes. This is your retest. This is gonna be a beautiful dump, guys. That's pretty much it on BTC. Everything else still looks good on higher time frame. I'm not worried at all. I'm not in the whole idea that we're gonna go make a lower low. If we do, I'm gonna be shocked. I'm not gonna tell you otherwise, so we'll take it by ear and see what happens. Ethereum, man, Ethereum's fucking beautiful, guys. What a move! What a fucking move! A lot of altcoins look still amazing. What did it do? Like a 60-70% move up, 90% move up. I feel bad for anyone that didn't make money off this. This is a beautiful opportunity for the summer. This is gonna be your next buy zone. I'm neglecting everything except for this. I don't care what happens in between here. My spot bids are down here. I'm just not touching Ethereum. I'm already in Ethereum. I'm pretty heavy in Ethereum leverage. Plus, I didn't even take a lot of my profit from my leverage for Ethereum. The reason why I did not is because Ethereum, at the end of the day, is more bullish than BTC because of the fucking news and all the shit that it's been going through with this whole like V2. So I'm not really touching Ethereum unless we get back down here to 2400, where I'll add some more Ethereum to my bags for a move back up in hopes that we do happen to get to the final target, which is going to be between... Where is my VWAP? We're doing this on. You know what? I don't even know where it is. Hold on. These USD. Any Bybit. We're testing out the Bybit theory on Ethereum. Where's the quarterly, guys? It's below us. Oh, so we filled everything except for this one. Oh shit. That's great. So what do I do as a target now? I originally had 35, but I originally had this right here, you know, and then with a scam went to 3,500. 16. I like using 16 hour. Right there. Yeah, man, I'm still gonna keep the same target then. 35 to $3,600. Unfortunately, I thought I had a quarterly view up here, which I don't. I was mistaken. I apologize for that. So yeah, whatever dump we get, or whatever pump we get, this is gonna be my exit. I'm gonna close a bunch of my Ethereum at between $3,500 and $3,600. I want to see this little wick get taken, and that wick is at 35.6. I know you have another VWAP over here, which I'm not really. If we get up there, we're gonna go to fucking $4,000. So I'm not even gonna count this, because if we get up there, we're gonna fly. Fuck that. I'm not counting that. So yeah, this is my main target. Take out this liquidity over here, kind of deviate it, and then come back down. And then what's the daily? Daily level is gonna have to hold right here. I don't see us breaking this level unless BTC takes some massive shit. I don't see us breaking that level unless BTC just fucking dies. The days that people have been saying Ethereum 700, 800, I think they're long gone. Obviously, I could completely be wrong, or we could just die tomorrow. But that's how I'm playing it. Okay, guys. I will post a separate video for the altcoins. I'm not going to make this video too long. It's already 30 minutes. That's a lot of time. I'm still holding a decent amount of altcoins, and a lot of them look so beautiful for this upcoming pump. Like look at Sol, for example, right? I'm still holding a fucking serious bag of Sol, even though I've been selling a lot this whole move up. Look at it. Look what it did. Look what it did in such a short period of time. I could go to any time frame and just look at it. It's beautiful, right? It made a massive move to the top side, and it's gonna be one of my long-term holds. Like, I'm not even fucking with this bag. Any kind of dip back down, if we get the opportunity to get filled at this end right here between $33 and $36, I'm gonna ape back in. You could get a potential wick down here to $30 to fill this gap, which is going to be probably scam wick. So if we do happen to do something like this or something like that, I mean, this is just like a blessing right here before we carry on to like $100. I think Sol is going to be a fucking monster performer in the upcoming bull cycle. So I'm going to go pretty heavy on this. I'm already heavy, to be honest. I'm going to probably double up on this when we get the opportunity. That's going to be probably my biggest holding, other than AKT and fucking Kudos and stuff like that, those shit coins. Link, also one of my favorites. I know Link is cost opportunity is pretty awful, But the reason why I want to talk to you about Link before I conclude the video is because this didn't even do what it was supposed to do yet. So there's still money on the table for this. Any opportunity back down here to 20 bucks is a fucking steal, guys. It's a steal. If we happen to get back down here and a scam wick into this little order block, guys, I'm letting you know right now, we get a scam wick down to like the teens, like $17 to $19. Oh my god. Like if we do something like this and we come back down and we do this, oh my god, this is gonna be probably a generational fucking opportunity. Assuming that the crypto low is in over here and this is your higher low. You can't argue that, man. You cannot fucking argue that. Look, the golden pocket too. So honestly, guys, I know I've told you I'm gonna give you guys a list of altcoins that I'm gonna buy. I'm sticking to 3 or 4 because I'm gonna hit them hard, like between 50 and 70k a pop. And the reason why I want to do that is because it's easier for me to monitor 3 altcoins as opposed to do what I did in the past where I would buy like 7, 8, and then if 2 go bad, at least I had the 5 to produce for me. I'm gonna be confident in the ones that I'm gonna buy now, only because I got really good at reading oscillators, man, and I could tell if something is potentially bottoming or potentially topping. So I'm confident in my decision. So I'm gonna hit these 3 or 4 really hard, man. Kava is another banger that I have. I don't know if I'm gonna add because I'm already exposed pretty heavy on Kava. I'm staking it, you know, and this thing kind of did break out already. So what am I gonna add? I'm gonna add if it comes back down here, for example, at that 4.4, 4.7. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm pretty heavy from down here. Like I don't really care, and I haven't even taken profit on this shitcoin yet because I just whatever I bought, I staked it back into the app. So I'm currently holding a pretty decently sized bag of Kava. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a pretty bullish, fundamentally driven asset. Rune, I want you guys to see Rune. I know everybody was shitting on it and it was dead and this and that. Hack this. That's fine. I'm not gonna argue. It's risky, right? Because it got hacked. I know. Great, awesome. So we hit the VWAP over here, and now we're pretty much probably gonna reject and probably come back down. If BTC dies, that'll probably be the top. So now what's the let's put this. What is the situation for us? Let's make this black because I don't like this. Is going to be only for weekly. It's to long any opportunity back under here. Can we possibly see a wick to the $4 range? Dude, if we do, you don't understand how heavy I'm going to go if we get an opportunity to buy $4 Rune. You have no idea how heavy I'm going to go. So I took a lot of my profit off on Rune. And the reason why I did is because of these hacking fucking news and stuff like that. I don't like being exposed heavily because I was pretty heavy down here. I don't like being exposed heavily to Rune because remember, don't forget, guys, I longed this and got fucked when we dumped. So when I went down here and I longed, I had to make up the loss of the dump. So I had to go pretty heavy. So yeah, I've been taking profits this whole range. I've been taking profits, and I want you guys to see something. Let's put this back. So if we do happen to dump here and come back down here and go back up and do a scam wick down here to freak everybody out and create a deviation to come back into range, this long in my eyes right here will probably be a generational low. I'm being serious. Assuming that BTC and the cycle of the crypto markets have been bottomed, this will be your, for example, will be your 1, 2, 3 bottom, right? 3 drive. And then on the flip side, for the top side, it will be your 1, 2. This is pretty messy, but let me clean this up real quick so you guys can see how neat this looks. There we go. And then it will be your 3 to the top. If this is a bottom at that $4 range, guys, you're gonna have to target like fucking 35 bucks. You know, so don't sleep on Rune because of hacks. I'm being honest. Do not sleep on that shit. So be careful thinking that this thing is a dead coin. Again, assuming that BTC does not fucking die on us. XRP, I think we temporarily topped. I'm still holding. I haven't taken profit, but I took like 15% just to cover some fees for me that I wanted to cover from a different position that I opened up. So if this is a temporary top, and then go back up, and then we're gonna target 150 to 160. That's how I'm playing XRP. I want you to understand something. When people DM me and I say this to them in the DMs, when I tell you guys this specific asset respects X time frame, it doesn't mean that you're gonna open up the buy sell indicator and use it on any fucking time frame you want. So the algorithm on the buy sell is that it works like AI. It finds time frames. It finds patterns in specific time frames and it hammers them. And it fucking hammers them. And that's why some time frames work so well for that specific behavior, right? So if we're still in a specific cycle, it's gonna work phenomenal. That's why I tell you guys with this fucking shitcoin XRP, the 2-day has been phenomenal. Like literally has been phenomenal. You could take this, take off the hiking, and put regular. Look at this. Can you ask for a better fucking? Can you ask for a better chart since COVID? Look at this. If you longed every single 2-day buy signal, you would have made probably at least $400,000 or $500,000 right now. So do not ignore 2-day buy signals. I'm not saying take them blind, but when you see that, tell yourself, "Oh shit, we got a 2-day buy signal. Why? Let's look at price. Let's look at oscillators. Let's look at VWAPs. Let's look at Fibonacci levels. Let's look at support and resistance. Let's look at order blocks. Just go through the whole risk. Whatever you want to do, whatever kind of let's look at EMAs, MAs. Let's look where the 200 is. Just use whatever you need to use to get yourself to have confluence to be able to long. I want you to make money, guys. Like, I want you to make money. I posted about this. Literally, I posted about this over here and then over here. There is no reason why people should not have been long XRP when I literally told everybody, fucking long XRP, right? So, what am I waiting for on XRP? I told you, I'll dump back down to like $1. This is very bullish, man. These crosses are very bullish, guys. Very bullish. These bottom crosses are very bullish. They lead to some serious pumps. So once this thing comes down, we're gonna probably jerk off a little bit, kill time, and then once we get a bottom RSX cross again or a bottom PT reversal, it's time to long for XRP. All right, I'm not gonna make the video any longer, guys. I'm gonna make a separate video for the altcoins that I'm gonna buy. I'll post it in the chat probably sometime this week. I should be looking for longs closer to the end of the week, I'm hoping, or early next week. I don't know how long this dump is going to last. It could last 24 hours. It could last fucking 4 or 5 days. But the way I see these oscillators, it's probably going to last all week, unfortunately. Unless something really happens and we get a really big flash dump to reset the oscillators. Otherwise, usually it's going to last all week. Other than that, guys, enjoy your Sunday. Sorry that I made the video long. And we'll talk in Discord. Cheers.